Hi, I'm Miguel Soto, Service Manager with Bruce Heating and Air. I'm here to show you some things you can do as a homeowner to take a look at your system and maintain it, and also if you're having issues with it. First, when you're dealing with your outdoor condensing unit, make sure your system's clear of debris. Any vegetation, any debris, you want to clear. This portion of it is called the condenser. It rejects heat from your system from inside your house. By keeping it clear of debris and different matter, vegetation, the system can work efficiently and cool off your house a little better. It helps out to rinse off the condenser, that way you can brush off any dirt and the airflow through it is clean. And what you want to do, you don't want to blow directly into the coil because then you're pushing all the debris into the fence. What you want to do is use a shower option and point down at an angle. That way you wash all debris down. Just like this. By keeping your condensing unit clean, you ensure that the condenser doesn't work harder and waste more energy for you. Keeping it clean is more efficient than having a dirty condenser. One thing to check, if you are having issues with the condensing unit not coming on, one, check the breaker inside, actually turn it off and then turn it back on. If the breaker does not snap back on, then it's all mush, real soft, then more than likely you need to change your breaker inside. If the breaker is good, and then you turn on your thermostat and your system's still not coming on, wait at least 5 minutes because they do have a time delay. After the 5 minutes, if it still has not came on, then go ahead, turn off the thermostat, go back to the breaker, turn it off, and go ahead and pull the fuses if your disconnect does have fuses. So one thing you can check is if you have a voltmeter, you can check the fuses if they're any good. If you don't have a voltmeter, go ahead and replace the fuses. The fuses are cheap compared to having a AC repairman come out. If indeed the fuses are bad and you replace them and the unit comes on, then you just fix your issue. If the fuses are good and your condensing unit still does not come on, then at that point go ahead and call an AC repairman and we'll come out and be happy to service you.
Hello?
Hi, we're back now. We're back inside the house. This is what you call your furnace, your indoor unit for your house. When you're taking a look at that, your system, the first thing you want to do is check the thermostat. A, is the thermostat on cool or auto? B, is your screen flashing or is it blank? If it's flashing or if it's blank, you might need new batteries for your thermostats. If it's blank, another reason it could be blank if the power source is off or the transformer inside is bad. One thing you can check yourself is see the breaker's on here at the furnace, the on-off switch. Another thing to check is the breaker at your breaker panel. Make sure you turn that off and snap it back on. If it snaps back on, you're in good shape. If it does not snap back on, it's kind of mush, then you want to go ahead and replace the breaker. After you check those items, you want to make sure your thermostat is properly programmed. We've had a lot of calls where all the issue was with the thermostat was not properly programmed. Make sure it's the times you want and the temperature settings that you would like. One thing also that is an easy repair that you can do yourself is ensure the filter is clean. If the filter is dirty, it chokes down the system, it reduces the airflow and causes your indoor coil to freeze up. Then you have a big ball of ice, and then once it melts, it causes flooding. So changing the filter yourself quite often, checking it once a month, and not leaving it more than 3 months is something you can do and save yourself some money. you go. Filter is good. Filters needs to be changed. So if you have a pleated filter, you want to ensure you check it once a month, and no more than 3 months is the lifetime of this filter. If you have a poly filter, you replace that once a month. And if you have your higher efficiency filters, those are every 6 months to a year, but no more than a year. If you are having water leak issues, some things you can do is pop the covers off and take a shop vac and drain out, suck out all the water in the drain pan, all that you can. Make sure you don't damage the coil. The fins are aluminum, they've been pretty easy. Once you're done sucking out all the debris from the bottom of the drain pan, if you have somebody on the other side of the drain where this drains out, it usually drains out to the side of the house somewhere, have a person stand there, you have a hose in here and blow it out and have them watch the water come out. Once the water comes out, that ensures that the drain is clear.